So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you something that might genuinely shock you. Most seniors are literally poisoning themselves every single morning without even realizing it. What you're eating for breakfast could be silently undermining your health, setting you up for a day of fatigue, chronic inflammation, and accelerated cellular aging, all before you've even finished your morning coffee. For the past few years, I've dedicated my professional life to the intricate relationship between nutrition and the aging process. I have meticulously examined thousands of peer-reviewed research papers and had the privilege of working closely with hundreds of seniors, observing their daily habits and the profound impact of their dietary choices. My most startling discovery? The breakfast foods most commonly consumed by people over 65 are not just unhelpful, they are actively destroying their muscle mass, causing dramatic crashes in their energy levels, and speeding up aging at the most fundamental, cellular level. But let me be perfectly clear, this is not your fault. Not in the slightest. For decades, the food industry has been waging a campaign of misinformation, cleverly disguising harmful foods as healthy choices. Their sophisticated packaging, misleading health claims plastered across cereal boxes, and strategic advertising have cunningly convinced generations of seniors that certain breakfast staples are supporting their well-being. In reality, these foods are undermining it with every single bite. The most egregious part is that many of these so-called healthy options are specifically recommended to seniors by outdated nutritional guidelines that haven't evolved with the breakthroughs of modern research on aging and metabolism. In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain on this deception. I will reveal the 4 breakfast foods that seniors should absolutely never eat, foods that are the primary culprits behind the inflammation, rapid muscle loss, and debilitating energy crashes that leave you feeling exhausted by mid-morning. I'll provide a clear, scientific breakdown of exactly why these common breakfast choices are uniquely problematic for aging bodies and how they are directly contributing to the very health challenges you are trying to avoid. But it's not just about what to avoid. I will then reveal the 4 breakfast foods you absolutely must add to your diet if you want to maintain your independence, strength, and mental vitality as you age. These aren't exotic, hard-to-find superfoods or expensive supplements. They're affordable, accessible, and strategically chosen options that work in harmony with your changing metabolism to support healthy aging from the inside out. The 4 breakfast foods actively destroying senior health. 1. Sugary breakfast cereals. First on the list of foods to eliminate immediately are sugary breakfast cereals. I'm not only talking about the obvious culprits like Frosted Flakes or Lucky Charms that openly advertise their sweetness. I am specifically targeting the ones marketed as heart-healthy, whole grain, or high fiber that are, in fact, loaded with hidden sugars. These are arguably even more dangerous because you consume them with a false sense of security, believing they are good for you. Some of these brands cleverly use misleading ingredient names like evaporated cane juice, rice syrup, or barley malt to disguise the fact that they contain more sugar per serving than a candy bar. Consider the case of Harold Montgomery, a 76-year-old retired engineer. He was a diligent man who ate what he believed was a healthy, whole-grain breakfast cereal every single morning for years. He took his medications as prescribed and couldn't understand why he was constantly battling crushing fatigue, persistent joint pain, and an unsettling brain fog. His daily walks, a cherished ritual with his friends, were becoming increasingly difficult. The problem was that his breakfast cereal was causing massive blood sugar spikes followed by dramatic crashes, a metabolic roller coaster that was particularly damaging for his aging body. His healthy breakfast was setting him up for a day of exhaustion, inflammation, and accelerated muscle breakdown. When Harold finally switched to a protein-rich breakfast, his energy levels stabilized, his joint pain decreased, and he regained the strength to enjoy his walks, even extending them to 40 minutes without feeling exhausted. The science is unambiguous. These cereals are devoid of the essential protein, healthy fats, and complex fiber that seniors desperately need. Instead, they're packed with refined carbohydrates that create a cascade of metabolic distress, spiking blood sugar and accelerating muscle breakdown. For aging bodies with naturally decreasing insulin sensitivity, these fluctuations are particularly harmful, leading to chronic inflammation, cognitive decline, and rapid muscle loss. 2. Fruit juice. The second food silently sabotaging seniors' health is fruit juice. This often comes as a complete shock because it's a product that has been relentlessly marketed as a pillar of a healthy breakfast, labeled with phrases like 100% juice or no added sugar. But here's the stark reality. When you drink fruit juice, you are consuming the concentrated sugar from fruit with none of the fiber that would normally slow down its digestion. This creates a rapid and aggressive spike in your blood glucose levels, overwhelming your system and leading to a swift crash that leaves you feeling tired, irritable, and craving more sugar. For seniors, whose bodies are already less efficient at managing these fluctuations, this is a recipe for disaster. Take Gloria Thomas, a 70-year-old retired nurse who drank a large glass of orange juice every morning. She believed it was providing essential nutrients, but after months of unexplained fatigue, muscle weakness that made climbing stairs difficult, and afternoon headaches, she discovered her morning juice habit was the culprit. A single 8-ounce glass of orange juice can contain the sugar equivalent of 4 medium oranges, but it hits your bloodstream at an alarming rate, almost as quickly as if you'd eaten candy. This creates a perfect metabolic storm for energy crashes and accelerated muscle loss. When Gloria replaced her juice with whole fruits and a protein-rich smoothie, her energy levels improved dramatically, her headaches vanished, and she experienced less muscle soreness, proving that her healthy juice was undermining her health. 3. Low-fat yogurt. This might be the most surprising item on the list. Low-fat yogurt is often recommended for seniors due to its perceived benefits for bones and muscles. But food manufacturers have a secret they don't want you to know. When fat is removed from yogurt, it's typically replaced with sugar, artificial sweeteners, and other fillers to restore lost flavor and texture. So, you end up with a breakfast that spikes your blood sugar while providing none of the healthy fats your aging body needs for hormone production and nutrient absorption. Many of these products contain as much sugar as a dessert, yet they are marketed with a health halo that convinces consumers they are making a nutritious choice. Phyllis Washington, a 75-year-old retired teacher, ate low-fat yogurt for years, believing it was the healthiest way to manage her weight. But she was constantly sluggish and gaining weight around her midsection, despite her careful diet. The low-fat yogurt was spiking her insulin levels, promoting fat storage. When she switched to full-fat Greek yogurt with berries and nuts, her energy levels stabilized, her mid-morning slump disappeared, and she actually began to lose the stubborn weight she had been fighting for years. 4. Muffins. Finally, we have muffins. Even those marketed as healthy or bran muffins are essentially cake disguised as breakfast. Today's commercial muffins bear little resemblance to the simpler recipes of the past. They're loaded with refined flour, sugar, and unhealthy oils that cause rapid blood sugar spikes. A typical coffee shop muffin contains 5 to 11 teaspoons of sugar and can have up to 500 calories with minimal nutritional value. Vera Harding, a 72-year-old retired accountant, had a daily habit of eating a heart-healthy blueberry bran muffin. Over time, she noticed increasing fatigue, muscle weakness, and unexplained muscle cramps that woke her at night. Her muffin provided a surge of refined carbohydrates, but almost no protein, setting her up for a dramatic energy crash and accelerating muscle loss. When she switched to a protein-rich breakfast, her energy levels stabilized, and her muscle soreness and nighttime cramps resolved completely within 2 weeks. The 4 breakfast foods to add for a healthier you. 1. Properly prepared whole grains. Unlike processed grains, true whole grains like steel-cut oats, quinoa, and buckwheat retain their nutrient-rich germ and bran. The fiber in these grains stabilizes blood sugar levels by slowing digestion, providing consistent energy to your muscles and brain. Consider Claire Martin, a 78-year-old retired teacher who switched from white toast to steel-cut oats. Within just 10 days, her persistent constipation resolved, her energy levels in the afternoon improved, and her blood work showed meaningful improvements in both blood sugar and cholesterol. 2. Avocados. Despite decades of outdated advice, research now shows that healthy fats are essential for seniors. Avocados are a nutritional powerhouse packed with monounsaturated fats, fiber, and vital vitamins. These healthy fats help reduce inflammation, a key driver of muscle loss and cognitive decline, and provide a slow, steady release of energy that prevents blood sugar crashes. Marty Stevens, a 74-year-old librarian, had avoided avocados for decades. When she reluctantly added half an avocado to her morning meals, she experienced a dramatic boost in sustained energy, less muscle soreness, and even an improvement in her dry skin. 3. Eggs. Eggs are nature's perfect protein package. After years of misguided warnings about cholesterol, modern research has revealed eggs as one of the most nutritionally complete foods for seniors. They are packed with high-quality protein, all 9 essential amino acids, choline for brain health, and vitamin D. Walt Patterson, a 79-year-old architect, had limited eggs for years. After adding 2 eggs to his daily breakfast, he experienced a significant improvement in his energy levels, muscle strength, and even his mental clarity, allowing him to return to his woodworking hobby. 4. Berries. Berries are nature's antioxidant powerhouse and the perfect complement to the protein and fats we've discussed. They offer exceptional nutritional benefits with minimal sugar impact. Berries are packed with antioxidants and polyphenol that combat inflammation, support muscle recovery, and have been specifically linked to improved cognitive function and delayed brain aging. Maggie Ferguson, a 78-year-old retired teacher, added a cup of fresh blueberries to her oatmeal. Within weeks, her morning joint stiffness and muscle soreness decreased, her energy levels improved, and the brain fog she had grown used to began to lift. The 7-Day Challenge. This information puts you ahead of 95% of seniors when it comes to understanding how breakfast choices impact aging bodies. But knowledge without action changes nothing. I challenge you to make these changes for just 7 days. Swap out the 4 harmful foods for the 4 beneficial ones for just 1 week. I guarantee you'll notice improvements in your energy levels, muscle strength, and cognitive clarity. This isn't about deprivation. It's about making a simple upgrade to more satisfying, energizing options that work with your body, not against it.